From proposing to a cheerleader on the field to showing your butt to the crowd, one player even paid $100,000. Touchdown celebrations playing a significant role in today's league, certain players in NFL history went too far with their celebrations and received ridiculous fines that you won't believe. There are some lines that the NFL just won't let you cross. Welcome back to Quarterback. Today we cover the NFL's banned touchdown celebrations, which can bring a huge fine. Make sure to watch till the end to see the craziest banned NFL touchdown celebrations. Number 1. Teasing. The NFL has played to its No Fun League label throughout the 2021 NFL season. The league made insulting a point of emphasis heading into the year, and referees have been throwing flags like crazy. The NFL hasn't only increased the use of penalty flags to punish teasing, the league is also cracking down on teasing by fining the offending players. The league dished out fines totaling more than $94,000 for teasing and unsportsmanlike conduct. Buffalo Bills wide receiver Stephon Diggs has been fined $10,609 for insulting Los Angeles Rams star Jalen Ramsey in the team's Week 1 win. The Bills and Ramsey have some history dating back to when the Rams quarterback called Bills quarterback Josh Allen trash in an interview with GQ before Allen's rookie season in Buffalo.
Allen is trash. I don't care what nobody say. He's trash. And it's gonna show too. That's a stupid draft pick to me. We play him this year and I'm excited as hell. I hope he's their starting quarterback.
And if you think $10,000 is a lot, then you won't believe what comes next. The American footballer Gabe Jackson has been fined $12,875 for teasing after he was exchanging some harsh words with cornerback DJ Reed. Yes, $12,875 fine paid by the Seahawks guard Gabe Jackson, the highest fine ever paid by any player in NFL. Although the league has taken plenty of criticism for its focus on teasing this season, there's no indication that the decision makers are having any second thoughts. And so, players will either need to learn not to insult, or will have to get used to 15-yard penalties and 5-figure fines. If you think insulting is the worst the players can do, then wait and see the next banned NFL rule. Number 2. Violent actions. The National Football League, NFL, adores when stars score touchdowns and break out into catchy dances. We can't get enough of these crazy and hilarious celebrations, like when Amari Cooper mocks Markelle Fultz's free throw form. Nobody will ever forget Tyler Lockett's recreation of the Allen Iverson step-over as one of the best touchdown celebrations. However, the NFL will not tolerate aggressive, harsh language. The most prominent charges that your favorite celebrities are charged with include head slashes and teasing with a bow and arrow. Michael Crabtree received a fine and a penalty for his impression of an Undertaker. Joshua Norman received a $10,000 fine for pulling back the rope of a made-up bow and arrow. Anything that suggests shooting a weapon or engaging in violent behavior will result in a penalty. So, he wasn't prepared for Brandon Cooks, known as the Arrow, to say that he would still perform his bow and arrow celebration in violation of the NFL's regulation. Stevie Johnson, a former wide receiver with the Bills, was fined $10,000 in 2011 for imitating Plexico Burress shooting himself. This league wants to ensure that they are not endorsing any type of violent behavior. What are your thoughts on Michael Crabtree and Joshua Norman's celebration? Let us know in the comments below.
Oh, you go through that whole game knowing you got a big team like the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then you got this kid coming up in the NFL, making plays, and all of a sudden, when the biggest play that needs to be made, you don't make it, You feel bad. You're devastated right now.
Promoting violence on the field is of course not accepted, but the next violation of the rules is way out of hand. Number 3. Sexually suggestive actions. Millions of young children watch their favorite superstars in the NFL each week, and if they engage in sexual actions, they will likely ask their parents about it or imitate them. The NFL still has a standard to follow. While swear words occasionally appear during live television broadcasts, the NFL is primarily a family-friendly television product. Therefore, anything the officials consider to be sexually suggestive will result in a 15-yard penalty and a fine. Just that happened to Antonio Brown in 2016 as he performed a twerk in the end zone and received a $9,000 fine for his excessive sexiness. If you think $9,000 is too much for what he did, then wait and see what's coming next. But first, make sure to land that touchdown on the subscribe button and kick the notification bell right through the goalpost. Odell Beckham Jr. in 2017 was fined $12,154 for imitating a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, although it's not as glamorous as twerking, but still against the guidelines. Despite this, Randy Moss was no stranger to touchdown celebrations, but none were more memorable than the time he mooned the Green Bay crowd following a touchdown. Joe Buck brought Moss a $10,000 fine and a penalty. Any form of hip swiveling will force the NFL's hand, and Lance Moore of the Saints was penalized for his third pump. Moore turned the humorous Key and Peele skit into a touchdown celebration.
A sportsmanlike conduct foul, 8 on the offense. That penalty will be enforced 15 yards on the kickoff. We'll have the try, one on time down.
Now everybody on the Mississippi State coaching staff here is saying, no, right now we want it.
Yeah.
Number 4, damaging the ball. Receiving high fines is very unlucky, but look at the highest fine paid by this Chad Johnson. Throwing props other than the football in the end zone is the last celebration that is absolutely banned. Which is sad because some of the all-time best celebrations involved the use of props. So, the wait is over for number 1 of our list, none other than Chad Johnson. He received a $5,000 punishment in 2005 for throwing the football into a pillar. This was the same year that, after a touchdown, he pretended to propose to a Bengals cheerleader. Then in 2019, after changing his name to Chad Ochocinco, he danced along the sideline after scoring while wearing a serape. This celebration cost him $30,000, although Ochocinco said that he had saved up $100,000 to cover fines that season. A few years ago, one of the most famous celebrations ever had Saints receiver Joe Horn turning open his phone after finding it under the field goal post pad. Michael Thomas recreated the celebration in 2018 as a tribute to Horn, and both of them were fined $30,000 as a result. T.O. made a career of celebrating with props that are now all made illegal. He celebrated by eating popcorn given to him by a fan, taking cheerleaders' pom-poms to show that he can occasionally cheer for himself, and in one of the greatest celebrations ever, using a red pen to sign the ball after a touchdown. In accordance with the NFL regulations, players can still use the ball as a prop, and that prop alone has provided us with some wonderful moments. However, Jimmy Graham destroyed that in 2013 when he dunked on the goalpost and left them twisted. Antonio Brown simply wanted a hug from the goalpost. Players can still use the ball as a prop, which has produced some amazing moments. Celebrations are back in a big manner, and both fans and players are happy about it. Rob Gronkowski's spikes are legendary, and the celebration goat Chad Johnson can still give a ball life like he did against the Jaguars. These were all the NFL touchdown celebrations that have been banned. What rules do you believe are overly strict, and what is your all-time favorite touchdown celebration? Let us know in the comments section and make sure to watch one of our other videos for more NFL content.